breaking news is that now Mike Pence has come out and said he's found a dozen classified documents. We don't know what level. We don't know what they're about at his home in Indiana.
Yep.
So not at an office, not at a storage facility. He had his attorneys obviously go through this. It's not just on a whim. So unfortunately for Mike Pence, and again, it's not ill will because I think this whole thing is absurd, but he came out and tried to distance himself from President Trump, and he said multiple times on the record, he said, I don't have any classified documents in my possession. So he was wrong. He was inaccurate there. And I think, again, if you're going to make this a disqualifying issue, if you think that you can jump on this, even as another Republican who's maybe challenging President Trump, I'm not saying you need to vote for President Trump because of this, but they tried to disqualify him on this, and now that it's all coming back to everybody. And these are people who have less of an argument to make about having these in their possession than a former president, like we've said about Vice President. It was Vice President Biden who had these. It was Vice President Pence. And again, if he had not come out and said in the media a bunch that he didn't have these, I don't know it would have been as big of a news deal. But my question to folks is, do you think this disqualifies Mike Pence? More so than President Trump in a sense, because President Trump hasn't said this should disqualify me. Mike Pence has kind of said, he's indicated that this is somehow not.
He thought he didn't have them, like you said. He didn't pack this up himself.
But he did go on the record to try to distinguish
I don't understand
himself
why they're going on the record on
because
that.
they're trying to run against Donald Trump.
Okay, well.
So they've now got themselves
Donald Trump
in trouble.
doesn't have the high ground in this, other than he was the president and had declassification capabilities, which his lawyers have never submitted in court. But there is a difference. The problem is the former president, like the current president, had authority to declassify. When Joe Biden was vice president, he did not have that authority. Mike Pence did not have that authority. But why are they making these giant pronouncements? We could play it. I mean, I think to be fair, we have to play it.
Did you take any classified documents with you from the White House?
I did not.
Do you see any reason for anyone to take classified documents with them leaving the White House?
Well, there'd be no reason to have classified documents, particularly if they were in an unprotected area.
You know, the question was, did you take? And his answer could have still been no. I didn't take these. But they showed up somehow. Here's Logan hopped in. So on the media side of this, I mean, they're obviously, CNN breaks in. It's going to take the attention off of Joe Biden.
His house.
The FBI will end up at his house.
Now we have a president and a former vice president and the current president with FBI at their home.
Well,
and the VP.
What it does is actually push the theory that I said yesterday they were going to start pushing of this document spillage, of this overall spillage that happens when you are at this level. So if you're this level of being a president or vice president, likely you're going to have some classified documents that somehow made its way into your residency. So what this does is definitely, to me, this actually downplays the Biden situation. It does downplay the Trump situation, but they need that to happen for Biden to get through this. So now you're saying, well, now it's going to seem like everyone's done it. And the truth is probably when you start looking through it, they probably all do.
So what do you do, very quickly, Andy, what do you do if you're Merrick Garland right now?
There you go.
And all these another one?
Yeah, we're going to have another special counsel. I mean, we had one for
How about just saying,
Trump,
okay, let's make these document requests just a document dispute and get all this stuff.
Which is what we should have done in the first place and not aggravated this
so what you
and
said
escalated
right.
it.
They allowed the agency, they empower the agency, and then the agency does what it does, and that is it weaponizes itself.
You rightly